Welcome to the 2017 Superannuation Practice Committee Update. Hello, I'm Ben Facer, the convener of the Institute's Superannuation Practice Committee, or SPC. I'm currently employed by NGS Super, where I'm the Chief Risk and Governance Officer. Prior to this role, I have spent a large part of my career as an actuarial and superannuation consultant, both locally and overseas. I took over the role of SPC convener in 2017, replacing Andrew Bowl, who held the role for some 9 years. On behalf of the Institute and the SPC, I would like to extend my thanks to Andrew for his significant efforts with the SPC over these years. Andrew hasn't retired from volunteering, however, and is now the convener of the Retirement Strategy Group, on which the SPC is represented. Today I will provide you with a summary of the SPC's activities during 2017 and give you a sneak peek of the activities that are in the pipeline for 2018. First, I wanted to give you a brief summary of important news for the superannuation industry in 2017. The federal budget was relatively benign for the superannuation industry, but did produce a couple of interesting initiatives relating to housing, being the First Home Super Saver Scheme and incentives for over 65s to downsize their home. Under the First Home Super Saver Scheme, first home buyers will be able to save up to $30,000 in total towards the purchase of their home through the superannuation system. Hence, individuals may potentially benefit from concessional taxation on these savings. The savings relate only to contributions above the SG from 1 July 2017, and withdrawals may begin from 1 July 2018. The downsizing initiative gives over 65s the ability to contribute up to $300,000 or $600,000 for a couple from the sale of their home to superannuation. The contribution does not count towards the non-concessional contribution limit, and individuals with a superannuation balance cap exceeding $1.6 million will still be able to make the contribution. An important win for the industry was also that the budget extended tax relief for merging superannuation funds to 1 July 2020 from the previous expiry date of 1 July 2017. It has certainly been a busy and productive year for the Superannuation Practice Committee, which comprises a well-established network of subcommittees and working groups. I want to take this opportunity to personally thank all of the volunteers who have kindly invested many hours into making our research and thought leadership efforts a success, and to contribute strongly to our industry, regulatory and legislative submissions. During 2017, the SPC undertook significant work in drafting and reviewing various superannuation-related professional standards and guidance notes. This included updates to Professional Standard 400, dealing with investigations of the financial condition of DB Super Fund, and PS 404, dealing with the valuation of fund assets. Looking ahead, working on PS 406, dealing with unsegregated superannuation liabilities, is well progressed, and we expect to release this updated standard to members in 2018. Various other standards or guidance were also updated or are in the process of being updated. The SMSF subcommittee has been working hard for actuaries advising in this space, with draft rules potentially reducing the need for actuaries to provide certificates for SMSF trustees with unsegregated assets. The subcommittee held discussions with Treasury regarding the benefit of actuarial involvement, resulting in a change in policy by Treasury. Of particular importance was the fact that these discussions were held with the full support of the major SMSF and accounting bodies who fully agreed with the value provided by actuaries. The Superannuation, Projections and Disclosure Subcommittee has also been very busy over the course of the year on a range of matters. Firstly, recognising the limitations of the current short-term investment risk measure that funds are currently required to disclose to their members, the SPC has been developing a supplementary long-term risk measure based on the likelihood of achieving a specified inflation-based return benchmark over 20 years. Discussions have been held with industry representatives with an aim to reach consensus on an appropriate measure. This is an important illustration of actuaries leading industry thinking. The SPD has also been leading industry thinking on suggested revisions to superfund dashboards, with various submissions to ASIC, Treasury and others with suggested improvements. A submission has also been made to the Productivity Commission's investigation into the efficiency and competitiveness of the Australian superannuation system. As you would be aware, Treasury conducted a consultation during 2017 on the proposed framework for comprehensive income products for retirement, or SIPPers as they are commonly known. The Retirement Strategy Group of the Institute made a submission which summarised the Institute's viewpoints on the key issues. In addition to the healthy discussion within the RSG itself, members of both the SBC and the Retirement Incomes Working Group provided input to the submission. In addition, the RSG hosted an insight session to canvass the views of the broader membership, which also helped to shape the submission. Really a great collaborative effort all round. Following the submission, Darren Wickham authored an article for Actuaries Digital entitled "Putting the Annuation Back into Super," which summarised the key principles submitted. These are but a few highlights, and thanks to all contributors for the efforts during the year. Firstly, we will continue to arrange and facilitate topical and thought-provoking insight sessions on a wide range of superannuation-related topics. We are particularly focusing on topics that reach into the wider field of superannuation actuarial work. For instance, we are considering topics such as operational due diligence for superannuation investments or superannuation risk management. You will note that both of these topics cross into areas that other practice committees may also cover. And our plan is to ensure that we collaborate on these matters for a more in-depth experience. In terms of deliberations of the committee in 2018, there are several areas that the SBC will be committing to, including some that are already in progress. We plan to commit further thought to the development of thought leadership in relation to SIPPers. The SPC's Conflicts of Interest Working Group will release guidance for actuaries who are asked to advise both the trustee and an employer of a superannuation fund. And finally, we will conduct a review of the Part 3 Global Retirement Income Systems course with the aim of ensuring ongoing relevance for students. An education faculty within the SPC is being established for this purpose. I'd like to remind viewers of several useful sources of superannuation information and CPD resources, including Actuaries Digital, Institute newsletters and events. Thank you very much for all members of the Superannuation Practice Committee and related subcommittees for your efforts during 2017. We greatly encourage members to contribute to events and through submitting ideas or research topics to us. But importantly, we would love to assist and host members from outside the committee who wish to present topics themselves. Similarly, we are keen to assist members who wish to submit superannuation-related articles for inclusion in Actuaries Digital. We value the input of all members, so please get in touch with us if you have any recommendations for areas that the committee can focus on during 2018. If you would like to be involved with a committee or a subcommittee, we would also love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.